I really think it helps to be a good athlete, and as we'll see right now, we got a game going on in front of us, which we're going to do play-by-play for in a second, but you see these guys here, it's almost like a baseball game where the pitch is being ready to be pitched, and you see the outfielders, you see the infielders getting down in athletic stance, ready to catch the die. It really is a sport, Chris.
All right, it's 1-0 if I'm keeping score correctly. The first point was just scored. Dave and Jay, and they are on table half left, and on the right side is Jeff and Rick.
And just a note, Dave and Jay are here from BarstoolSports.com. You can check out all the action from this Beard Eye tournament on BarstoolSports.com. I think they'll probably have that up either tonight or tomorrow. I'm not really sure.
Dave lofts one high, underhanded, and it bounces off the hands of Jeff into the ground.
Dave made a nice throw that time, throw it nice and high. I really think a lot of it comes down to the follow-through, Chris.
Now, as he said, this is an 8-foot table. It's about 36 inches wide, and it has a cup at each corner, a red Solo cup filled about halfway with beer. Jeff lops one up, and Dave goes down almost on one knee to make the grab.
Jeff really has almost a shot-putter's approach to his throw.
Score 2-0. The Barstool Sports team, which is on the left side of the table, is on top.
Left to right on your radio dial.
Exactly. Jay is next up, and he is several feet behind the end of the table.
It looks like he's going to be a high.
His right hand.
Looks like he's going to be a high thrower, Chris, and he is.
Lost the underhanded throw, and it misses the table entirely, so that's no point. It has to strike the table, and if it strikes the table on the opponent's half, and then the opponent does not catch it with one hand, as that one is rolled into the hand of Jay, so he caught that, no point. If it is not caught by the opponent, that's a point. If it goes in the cup, it's 2 points.
And as a side note, Chris, if the thrower airballs, the throwing team has to drink. So a little penalty there. That way you can't just whip it down there.
Or a reward, I think you would look at it.
Yeah, or a reward. Absolutely right.
High bounce goes off the table, off the hand of Jeff, and into the hand of Jay. So the Barstool Sports team still holding a 2-0 lead, if I'm counting correctly.
And remember, don't say 5. You got to say biz, not 5.
You're going to make me drink if I say biz?
Well, you actually have to kill a whole beer if you say that number, which I won't say.
All right. And that one off the hand of Jay, and it caroms to the far side of the field and down. So that's a point for the team of Jeff and Rick. 2-1 the score.
Biz 4?
Yeah, actually, we didn't come in at the beginning of the game, so it's 2-1 since I've been watching.
And
the
going to 7.
Biz 4, going to 7.
High bounce,
and that one bounces off the hands of Jeff, so I believe it's game point. I think it's 6-4 here.
All right, they're going to have to really put forth a good defensive effort here if they want to maintain this lead, Chris.
Very intense. I mean, you can really feel the pressure. This is what athletes work for, this kind of a moment. And that one bounced through the hands of Jay into the ground. Oh, I thought he had it. It bounced off the middle of the table, and he juggled it a little bit right in his breadbasket. Couldn't quite control it. The die falls to the ground, and that's a point for the team of Jeff and Rick.
As they say in baseball, Chris, he handcuffed them.
So the score, if I'm counting correctly again, is 6 biz. Jay lops one up. It bounces off the cup and right into the left hand of Jeff.
And I believe, Chris, when the die hits the cup, it is dead. On a bounce or straight up.
Okay. So here's the lob this time from Rick.
Jump lob.
That bounces into the hands of Jay. He pops it up in the air. It's still bouncing, and he's able to control it with his right hand on the third try. Wow, he lost that one off the heel of his hand and then kind of kept it alive hacky stack style before finally pulling it home softly with the right hand and preventing the point.
That's actually a pretty good defensive effort there, because if you don't know if you can catch it straight up, a lot of times it's better to bounce it up to yourself to make an easier catch.
Nice play by Rick, going to a knee there to grab that one on the far side of the table, and now Jeff is going to be the shooter, sporting a Celtics number 33 jersey.
I think that's Larry Bird for all you guys at home.
Up with the right hand. It missed the table completely, so that means the team of Jeff and Rick has to have a little sip here.
And the South Shore sip, too, not just a little sip.
Oh, Shane, I'm sorry. Thanks for giving me the names right, Sauce.
What did I say, Jeff and Rick?
Yeah.
Pete and Mo.
This throw is way off, way too strong from Jay.
And they are drinking up Barstool Sports style.
So we have Shane and Rick.
Once again, all this action is going to be on Barstool Sports.
Shane splashes it home. Gets that one to go for 2 points. And that may very well do it as we get the high fives from Rick. What a shot. I mean, that was phenomenal. This kind of moment you dream about, really. And that one just lofted up there. You could tell it looked good right out of his hand, and the die came splashing down into the cup like a bird returning to a lake.
Yeah, but actually diving into the lake, and the lake was... Shano and Skippy. Yeah, Shano and Skippy took that one down.
You got both names wrong. That was terrible.
What did I say, Jeff and Rick?
Jeff and Rick. I think you just picked the first two one-syllable names that popped into your head.
He looked like a Jeff.
You got the team of Dave and Jay right, and Dave and Jay had a 5-4 lead. Just to recap the action right there, it was tied up at 6, and then the splash makes it 8-6 and gives the team of Shano and Skippy, as they are known, a come-from-behind victory I'll tell you, that was dramatic. I get into that a little bit.
It was fun, especially it ended with a plunk, and you saw a come-from-behind victory there. And I'm telling you, this is a sport. This isn't a leisure activity. This is a sport. Everyone on the South Shore knows it, and I want to make sure everyone knows that as the beer is really starting to flow now. You can see people's eyes are starting to close up a little bit. I saw a couple
of
guys.
Flowing for a while, I think.
People are starting to stumble down a little bit. We're getting some high-five action going on. I like it, South Shore style.